Hi, this is Joe at HED Wheels in the UK. It's just a small video just to show you how to disassemble some of our rear hubs. Tools you'll need are two 5mm Allen keys, and you might also need a steel bar of some sort in case the axle is a little bit firm inside. Both operate the same system, so we've got our 5-pore hub here, which is in all our new wheels, and we've got our old 3-pore hub. So initially you just need your two 5mm Allen keys in each side, and then you just rotate anti-clockwise and you will find the cap comes off on the drive side. You can then pull the cassette body off and you'll find a very important spacer in the hub. Without this spacer, the actual hub won't rotate because these two bearings will file themselves. When you've got it apart, the axle just comes out. There's a bearing cover here, and then you can clean your hub, re-grease the pores. There's 5 pores there, there's 5 little springs as well. This is quite a stable hub, the springs don't fly out when you take it apart. To reassemble it, it's just the reverse. Get your axle, goes in, your spacer, and your cassette body goes back on. This body's got a seal ring all the way around, and this is an interference fit with the hub shell. So you press it in and then you have to tap it a few times just to make sure that rubber seal fits into the actual grooves in the hub body. And then you just simply screw the cap back on. Now, people ring us up and ask for torque settings. There isn't one really. You just want to nip it up like that. Obviously this hub's not in a wheel, so it's going to be different in a wheel. Occasionally you'll take your hub apart, or you'll take this end cap off, and especially if it's been ridden through the winter, it's almost impossible to push this axle out. Obviously this one's quite easy to do. That's when you need some sort of implement like this, and you'll put that in and you'll just actually bash it down, and that'll force the axle out through this side. That tends to happen when the bearings have corroded inside, you've had some water ingress in there. So our 3-pore hub is basically exactly the same in terms of disassembly. It's two 5mm Allen keys, as are most of our old hubs. Cap comes off, cassette body pulls off, and this is a 3-pore hub in there. This time, instead of a small thin washer, you have a sleeve which stands proud of the inner bearing and stops the face fouling the other bearing. Once again, you can clean that out, change the bearings. That's stuck in, so you have to tap it out. It's got a sleeve that's got a rubber seal on there, and then reassembly is just the reverse. One thing to note is there is a seal here. People who are replacing the cassette bodies, the bodies when they're new come with a seal fitted, and in some instances people have tried to put 2 seals on, so you just want to make sure you've only got 1 seal, which should be in the hub. Body goes back on, and the cap goes back on, and then once again just tighten it up. That's it. Any questions, just email us via headwheels.com.